Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary, middle, and high school, and we are in our 12th year homeschooling this year. Today I'm going to be doing a homeschool room tour with you. If you've been watching any of my homeschool planning videos or vlogs recently, you will know that I have been working very hard to get my homeschool room in the basement organized and getting all of my books organized and some of our earlier levels packed away, specifically preschool and kindergarten and even first grade, because my youngest is now just going into second grade. It has taken me a very long time to do that. I will have links in the description box for you if you want to see some of the before, which you may not want to, or it might be really encouraging to you to see that some people, mainly me, I am very disorganized sometimes. Today's video is going to be in collaboration with Davine from Calm in the Chaos and Shauna from Homegrown Homeschool. There is going to be a whole playlist in the description box so you can see all of the other people that are participating in this collaboration, what their homeschool spaces look like. First, I'm actually going to start with my bookcase over here. These are our books for the current homeschool year, and we moved a couple of years ago and I have not settled well into figuring out what our homeschool space is going to be. So I'm going to start there. I'm going to turn the camera around and then I'll share some of the other spaces in our home because, like most homeschoolers, I think we use a lot of our home for homeschooling, not just one particular space. So let's get into it. So this is actually my office space. It's not all that clean at the moment, but it is getting the job done. This is just my bookcase, and before I moved all of our school books for this current year up here, I had most of my reference books. I've moved most of them down underneath my desk now so that I had space for the books. And the reason is because I found out last year and the year before that we really tend to do school upstairs in our living room and at the dining room table and not in our basement homeschool space, which I will show you shortly. So these are all of the books that we're going to be using this year for my 3 kids. Emma is going to be doing these books here. This is Jack's section, and then Lucy is down here with her science and math as well. And then this binder is actually the first 9 weeks of school with all of the instructor's guides, just because I'm doing so many different curriculum. It makes it a little more challenging to go through different binders for all of the different things. And then on top of my bookcase here, I have my planner, which I use an Erin Condren teacher planner for homeschool planning. We've just started our slow start this year, so I don't have a whole lot on the planner at the moment, but this is where we are keeping all of our books for the 2022-2023 homeschool year. So this is our dining room, and this is where we tend to do most of our seat work, either here or the computer. And we start out here in the morning and I go over the expectations for the day, and then I usually will split off with Lucy and we will either go upstairs or today we went outside to do our history and read alouds together. And yeah, so this is the dining room table, and oftentimes the school just gets pushed to the middle. It should be over here in this cart, but I have not organized my cart for the first term yet. We still have summer stuff on the top, and then all of the summer readers and some craft stuff as well, and a Zelda lunchbox at the moment. Our summer readers are in the back there, and then we have most of our summer stuff here. I have not updated my cart yet for the new homeschool year. That will probably be closer to the first week in August that I do that. Now we are down in our basement homeschool space. This space is one of the main reasons why we wanted to purchase this house back in 2020. However, I have noticed again that we tend to do most of our school upstairs. So this is mainly where I store things. Now, it is summer right now, so the kids do spend a lot of time actually down here. We have a little den area as well. So they are down here a lot, and having this big open space is great. But in the winter, which it seems like Maine has mostly winter sometimes, especially during the school year, we take our books upstairs and mainly are on the couch and working together. All of us are together. I do my work, the kids are doing their work. We're always together just in the living room, and it seems to work for us. But I have a lot of resources, so I need a place to keep them, and thankfully this basement homeschool space offers that. Now, I do have a big folding table, which when we do any sort of science experiments or art projects or things like that, we will use that and we will do them down here. It is a little bit easier to do that rather than up at the dining room table. And also, I have noticed over the years that even though I put things down over the dining room table, we tend to get paint and other things stuck to the table that I can no longer get off. So I have books for 3rd grade through 9th grade down here. And these are all the books that we will continue to use with Lucy as she goes up through the levels. Emma obviously does not have any books that she will be using down here. Jack does also have some books down here that he will be using in the future. But I like to have all of our books available so that if I need to switch out books or if I need a new resource, I can usually come down here to my own personal library and find what I need. Whether it is a book about ancient Egypt or a book about current events or anything, I have pretty much something for every topic, I feel like, at this point. Over here, I do have some children's Bibles and then some of my Bible resources that do not actually fit upstairs in my office at the moment. I am still trying to organize books. I'm still organizing books. There's a lot of them. So, and then over here I have some extra science resources, some poetry books, some entrepreneurship books, and then these are empty binders, which I have found as I started organizing all of these books, which was helpful because binders are very expensive. Now, I do have one desk here, and that is Jack's desk. He has some science experiments from his advent calendar from this year. We were actually sick most of December, so he did not do all of the experiments. He did some of them. Some of them you can redo at other times, so that's what that is. But all 3 kids do have desks about the house. They don't tend to use them, so we have one upstairs in Jack's room and one in the girls' room so that if they need to do work up in their bedrooms, they have access to it. Over on these shelves are all of the science things. This year we are going to be doing Science Unlocked from Home Science Tools. And so those are the 4 boxes, and then these are Emma's biology supplies, her dissection kit and microscope kit, etc. Over here are some science boxes with extra experiment supplies in them. Then I have my binding coils, my binding machine, my laminator, some hands-on history projects that we did not get to, some extra school supplies here, paper, acrylic art kits, notebooks, and then backpacks and paint, and music is all in that little bag right there for piano and saxophone and trumpet. And then this shelf over here is picture books, beginning readers, beginning chapter books, and then moving up into some more middle grade readers. Those are most of our books that we keep down here. Now you will notice that I really don't have any decorations at all on my walls. That is because it really stresses me out to have what I think of as visual clutter. I know that some people will see all of my books and think that that is visual clutter, but for me, it's posters and things on the walls. It's hard for me to feel calm and like I am making good progress on what we need to do if there are a lot of things on the walls. Now, I do love to see all of the beautiful posters and homeschool helps and poems and decorations on Instagram in other people's homeschool rooms, but I just know that for me personally, it does not work. However, as we go throughout the year, we do a lot of my kids do a lot of painting, they do vision boards, they do a lot of handcrafts and artwork, and those types of things we will keep out down here. It's a good place to display those types of things for a time until we pack them up or get rid of them, which we do sometimes, even though my kids don't ever want to get rid of things. But so this is my homeschool space. I know that a lot of people will have a lot more maybe interesting little resources or manipulatives or things like that. We are mainly literature-based homeschoolers, so the bulk of our homeschool is reading, which is why we have so many books. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this little tour. Again, I will have a link to the playlist of all of the other people participating in this collaboration in the description box so that you can follow along. And if you have a homeschool room that you have shared recently, please leave me a link in the comments so that I can check it out. If it's on Instagram or wherever, I would love to see what your homeschool space is like. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.